Manscaped.com.
Listen.
20% discount when you use the code WINNERS.
Yes.
Talk to them, Doug.
Bruv, the Manscaped came through with a care package that, listen, they've leveled it up. Man had body wash, all of this conditioner, hair wash,
All
this,
available,
bruv, shavers.
Everything.
They've fully just gone mad. It ain't just the bushwhacker. It ain't just all of that kind of stuff
The
now.
Manscaped 4.0, the boxer shorts. It's all
Bruv,
there. You need
it's
to go
all
on
there.
go
Lip
and
balm,
check out the page.
the lip balm serious.
The
All of that deodorant. Deodorant's proper.
Body spray, all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, use your code WINNERS. Make sure you
discount.
get that.
You, Lex, you've been using your Manscaped 4.0.
Proper still. You know what I like about it? you know what I like about it?
What do you like about it, Lex?
The aftershave, man.
Yeah.
You know they got that special balls aftershave.
I haven't used it.
I don't think that one's for the balls though, fam.
Oh shit, where's it for, man?
Yeah, no, that one's for. that one. Yeah, that one. I've used it. I've been. Yes, for your face. That's normal aftershave.
Manscaped.com. Use the code WINNERS. 20% discount.
Covered.
Shh. Winners talking.
It's the hustler. Pound Sterling.
There.
Big PS. Big Dougie Doug.
Come on.
Co-host as always. Yeah? Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. Take a moment, like, subscribe, share. If you don't know, get to know. Winners Talking Podcast. Special guest in the building today. Looking all nice. I like how you're looking. You put it together nice. Put it together nice. You're looking well. I like it. The whole setup.
Looking warm.
I'm
looking warm.
It's cold. It's definitely cold.
The winter wave. You're looking warm.
Thank
Looking
you.
right. Esther Falana. Let me make sure I pronounce it right. Say it how it should be said if I'm not saying.
You said it right, Esther Falana.
Thank
Yeah.
you. That's what I thought. I've heard people pronounce it in different ways, but I thought my way was the right way.
Some people actually just call me Falana. They just love my surname. We're just like, Falana, what are you saying, Falana?
Yeah,
I like
that name there, you know. Falana, yeah.
Falana, where's that from? Where's your
I'm Nigerian.
Yeah, it's a nice name,
Fully
man.
Nigerian.
Fully Nigerian.
Yeah.
Don't get twisted.
No mixing, nothing.
No blending.
No blends.
None of the above. But yeah, Esther Falana, happy to have you here.
Thank you for having me, man.
No,
Appreciate
it's
it.
overdue and it's only right. You know, when we see certain things going on and people making moves, we always have to try and support and encourage. And I've seen you doing your work for a minute now, and you're doing well. So I said it's time for you to come sit down with the bros. Them, you get me?
Well, I appreciate you guys having me, man. Honestly.
And that's only right. It's only
Thank you
right.
for coming down, man.
I'm serious
Thank
now.
you.
Thank you for coming down. Where should I begin? You're doing you got your program at the moment.
Yeah.
Fashion Feds.
Yeah, fashion feds.
Why the Feds part? Why do they have to
Do you
be
know?
feds? Early. Why we got?
Do you know what it is? Yeah, I tell you what it was. I was inspired by Fashion Police, which is an American show.
Okay.
Yeah, it was hosted by the late Joan Rivers. God rest her soul.
Yeah.
And I just felt like the UK needed something different, something jazzed up. Like I come from a lot of controversy. That's what I'm known for, and I just felt like, who other than me to let this show come out and talk about people's fashion? And I love swag, and I love style, so why not? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and so that's kind of where it was. So I'm actually I actually created the show. I'm one of the, the directors, executive producer. So I've been given my credit, but I also work alongside Andy Amadi. So
is that the Trend Central guy?
Yes, he owns
Ain't he in
Trend
jail
Central.
at the moment?
God, you don't really came with the tea. Yeah, well, yeah.
I'm not deep. I don't know who he is, but I knew that.
It's out there. You know, it's out there.
You said that. I knew who
it was.
Yeah, he's
currently,
serving
having a little
sometime.
holiday.
Yeah, little
It
light one.
happens, though, man.
We'll be back soon, though.
Yeah, we've
Back
been
on the
there.
grind. You know, he ain't left any tone unturned. Like he's made sure that work is
Still
progressing
burning.
and still going forward. So this was something that happened many years ago, but obviously, unfortunately, certain stuff happened, then it catches up with you. But you know, it's a lesson learned, and he has changed his life, and he is doing really well. So I have to give him a pat on the back for it. But you know,
them bags must be coming in nice, because that was a real speech there. You know, the encouragement.
Because you know what? I want to encourage those.
But it's true,
This is
though.
a case that happened 6 years ago. This ain't yesterday.
No, but we've
On
all been like
on a
this
serious,
business
on a-
road, like we know, innit?
Yeah, I'm bantering, but on a serious side of things, like, listen, if you was to judge me by some of the things I might have done in the past, you might look at me totally different. If you was to judge Doug by something, you might look totally different. You know,
Do you know what it is? I don't judge anyone. I come from the ends. I'm
Plus,
there you go.
People's relationships, innit? Like your relationship with my man's different.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah, I've known him from even when I was in school. So, you know, in life, we all get caught up in things we shouldn't get caught up in.
Yeah. And from what I know, it sounds like he's put a few people on still.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, he started. You know, Andy, I'll give it to him. He created Trend Central. It was off of the
Big platform.
Backchat.
Big platform.
Yeah, Backchat is where I started from, my platform. And from there he's just elevated and it's opened doors. He obviously did Blue Therapy, which obviously you guys know Blue.
Yeah.
Channel 4 picked it up. That should be debuting this year.
Yeah,
you know,
sick.
they're in the editing process now.
Yeah,
so,
that's big, man.
So it's going really, really well. I'm proud of him at the end of the day.
Enough people bust from Backchat as well.
Who's the enough people?
I know
you want to be shady.
We said no one else really bust from Backchat.
No. I'm not saying that. Yeah, I'm not trying to be shady, but I just.
That was a little shade. That was some shade there.
There was enough people though. Maybe.
No, who did we miss?
So for
who
me,
did we miss?
No,
I'm not going to
Trauma
mention
did
names.
well.
I'm not going to
Trauma's
mention
done
names,
really
but
well.
like shows like I like P knows. I don't really watch a lot of stuff, but when I hear certain people and I've seen them, it's connected to this. I obviously know the name of the show, and I've seen a few people have come from that. As to what they're going on to do, I don't really know, innit?
Oh, okay, a lot of people.
But I know a lot of people
They became relevant. That's
Yeah,
the best thing to say.
A lot of people come
That's
through
the
the
best
door.
thing to
You
say.
get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would say definitely Trauma out of everyone from Blue Therapy done really well. Like she's because of how well Blue Therapy did, and he's also gone to Nigeria as well.
Yes.
Like it's giving her opportunities in Nigeria where she can do acting and etc. So definitely, I would definitely say Backchat. I think what it was, if you were given the opportunity and you knew what to do with it, and you were smart with it,
Backchat was pioneering.
do you know what I mean? And I feel like I would definitely say I got management quite earlier on because from Backchat I went on to Nunu TV. I started working on Sky with Sky, and I was doing a daytime TV for about a year as a co-host but guest. But I was a reoccurring guest. So I did that for a year, then I got management, which is Vamp, big up Vamp. Obviously, so they're my management team, 3 black women who created a platform for black women to elevate and be given the opportunities mainstream that we really don't usually get, you know. So, you know, they helped with Nella Rose, you know, Pretty Little Thing collaboration, Mariam Musa's the first black girl to do the I Saw It First collaboration. So big up Vamp. I'll have to big them up. They're my sisters, man.
You must big them up. Big up Vamp. Again, people, if you don't know, get to know. It's only because of Google. Take a moment, look into these people and these platforms. There's people doing big things.
Definitely. But in respectfully, all those who did come from Backchat, everyone's kind of gone off and did their own thing.
Yes. Speaking Backchat, just while I've got you here, what do you say to the people that say that you was kind of bullying up that Nunu girl?
Oh my God!
Come on, we're here for it. We're here for it.
Do you know it's
And also, before we continue with that, no, forget that. Forget that. Even though we don't, because innocent until proven guilty. But I'm saying that just on a different note, the madness that girl was talking at one point. Big up Nunu and whatever she's doing, big her up. But that there was a moment of some period talk and man doing madness on period.
Oh, that.
Yeah, we don't. The man them over here, we don't condone that kind of behaviour. And any man that's keeping up them things, you lot should check yourself. I think you lot need to look into, let's keep it more hygienic and keep certain standards.
Good.
You understand?
It's good to.
But anyway, before I just wanted to say that because I've never spoken it. But so please go ahead.
I thought. You see, the thing is, what you see on camera is entertainment. Okay, we're here to entertain you.
Okay, so you're in character.
No, I wouldn't say we're in character because it's still me.
Okay.
Do you understand? I'm still who I am. But to say I was bullying, like, that's why I just let people run with it. Do you know what I mean? I'm from ends, innit? I'm Nigerian. We are aggressive people. We say what we want with our chest. You can hear my mum down the road when I'm walking home. Like if I'm coming to my mum's house, I hear her from up the road because we're loud people. And sometimes our loudness can be interpreted as aggressive. I'm not an aggressive person. If you get to know me, a lot of people turn around and say, "Rah," like after sitting down with me for 5 minutes, "Rah, you're really like, you're not like what you come across." And I said, "Bro, show me how you look when you're debating with your boys." Show me, like, everyone, let's call a spade a spade. When you're debating with people and you're trying to get your point across, it's not always pretty. Do you know what I mean? You sometimes see the ugliest in someone because we're arguing or we're fighting for our points to be heard. So with Backchat, you've got to remember, it ain't just 1 or 2 people that are discussing. 5 gal and 5 man. To get your voice heard, it's a lot. So sometimes I could come across aggressive looking back. I could come across a bit like,
How are things with you and her now then?
Do you know, I ain't spoken.
Each other?
The last time we spoke,
reunion.
last time we spoke, we were cool. Like, but the thing is, this is what I say about life. People won't know the relationship we had off of camera. Do you know what I mean? Nunu could pick up the phone and call me and say, "Yo, Esther, this is what's going on." Like, do you know what I mean? When we did Backchat uncensored and we travelled abroad, I taught Nunu how to cook. She didn't know how to cook. So, but people will only see the entertainment part of the camera. But underneath that, we were cool. I never had an issue with Nunu outside the camera. She never had an issue with me. She could pick up the phone and call me. I could call her. There were times where I checked in on her because she put some madness online. But obviously, as time goes by, I've got a daughter. I've got life that's in front of me. I can't, I can't mother everyone. I can't always check in. But from the last time, we were cool. Unless I hear something different and we're not cool, then
I was just giving you the opportunity to clear that up. But I can relate to what you say because I'm a man sometimes. I talk hard, innit? So some people can misconstrue that at times and be like, "Raw, is that you?" But some people just talk that way, or voices raised. And if you hit the realest talk when you said if you heard the man them debating.
Yeah, trust me.
So the outside looking in, if you don't understand our man,
you're gonna think, what?
That's why I was thinking that. You're gonna think it's a thing, but really it's just normal. Yeah. But I just gave you the opportunity to clear that up because I know people are trying to.
Teaching her how to cook as well.
Yeah, you taught her how to cook and all of that.
Like, I was like a mother. Like, I
was about to say your son.
I was very mothering to her.
I was about to say that still. I was going to say that, but then she just said it herself.
Yeah, but I was very mothering to her. I think as well, given time, I started to understand. Do you know it is as well? We come from 2 different worlds. Do you know what I mean? I'm from the ends. Like, I operate a certain type of way. I could never go on camera and say, "Man, licked my pom pom," or when I'm on my reds. Like, I wouldn't ever do that. So we're from 2 different worlds, and that's what it was. I think for both of us, it was. It took me a while to understand who she was. And then I think it took her a while to understand who I was. Once we got to that level of understanding, we were cool. Do you know what I mean? Because uncensored, we were very cool. We never had any issues. So, but it's life, innit? Not everyone in this world you'll get on with. And I've accepted that. Do you know what I mean? So it is what it is. I wish her well. I hope she's doing well. I wish everyone that was on Backchat well.
Come on.
I mean, so yeah.
You know what, Esther? I said this to you before, I'm going to say it again on camera, I like the way you carry yourself, I like the way you articulate yourself and get your point across. You see what I'm trying to say? Because apart from the confidence side of it, you're explaining yourself well. You understand, eloquent with it, and it's a class thing as well.
Is that even a
word?
What
did you say? Architect.
No,
articulate. I want to say articulate.
Articulately, or is that even a word?
It's a word, Doug. It's a word, Doug. Man don't laugh after.
Don't laugh after
my bridge. Man don't laugh after my bridge like that. He said it.
With no confidence.
I did say it with confidence, but
how is it?
Because as I said it, I was looking in your direction. I see your response, man.
How is his confidence going to raise if you're laughing after when he's trying to articulate?
Man's trying to be articulate.
It's all right. You got this now.
I don't watch nothing.
Yeah,
these man can't articulate themselves like me. You know what I'm saying?
All right. But anyway, back to what I'm saying. No, you carry it well, and I'm proud of you for what you're doing, man. I said it to you from before, but I'm a man where I'm not gonna say nothing in private. I'm ashamed to say out there. Let people see it. Let people see the encouragement. But back to your fashion. Back to the fashion feds.
Oh, of course, and rackety tack in the industry.
Fashion fed. I feel, and it did cause a little stir. I'll get to that in a minute. But do you think that because, like you said, it's kind of a first, English people are funny. Like we're not you. It's like we can't deal with critique or criticism.
Man can't handle being critiqued. And
also, what I feel as well is I think that when the critiquing comes from someone that you feel is more accessible to you, you take more offense than if it was some big media company gave the same critiquing. I don't think people come down the same kind of way. You like when I say it was, I don't know, before whatever happened, say it was Westwood saying something about Dons. They're not really going to say it as much as they would if it's me and you saying something about. You see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
That kind of thing. Do you think that's
almost
a real
like I
thing?
don't have the credibility to speak.
You're not no fashion house.
Who are you?
Director.
Who's that?
Yeah.
No, but on that note though, who did give you the right to decide that you're the fashion critic? Okay.
I did.
Say it with chest.
The problem is, let me tell you something about the UK. We're too feeble, we're too boxed in, and that's why we don't elevate past a certain point.
Let them know.
And the problem is that we need to be open-minded. I can't sit here no offense. If you want to be an artist, you have to be open to receiving the good and the bad.
Yeah.
Part of the bad is your music might be shit. If your music is shit
Right.
and someone says your music is shit, take it on chest. Right, my music is shit. You can't go and start crying every minute because how far are you gonna get? Do you know what I mean? And do you know what it is? I think I'm built this way because Backchat was all about criticism and people having opinions on me. I could be talking about the sky and people will have something to say about my looks.
Yeah.
So I think it built I've got a certain resilience that
I understand.
Unfortunately, now you need to. I'm looking at you like, grow some balls, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? If you can't take me saying that what you wore was not nice, then bro, go to America. They will finish you. And a lot of these artists are trying to get to America. You're not trying to box yourself just into the UK, right? You're trying to be international, not just national. You want international fame. You want to be big as far as you can get. So if you're gonna be as big as far as you can get, be open that people will talk about me. Whether it be your fashion, whether it be your music, whether it be your hair, whether it be your makeup, you're gonna always get criticized. So you can't be offended, you can't be upset. And plus, there's always going to be someone that's less than me saying something. Like, do you know what I mean? So for me, unfortunately, I gave myself the courage and the badge to be who I am, to speak on fashion. And I feel like I've been in this industry for 6 years. You know what I mean? I've got an opinion and people know me for having an opinion. So why not put that into what I love, which is fashion? I love fashion. I love to chat about people's fashion. I like I'm not gonna lie, I'm that girl that will look at your shoes. Crep check. Do you know what I mean? I've really assessed your crepes. Like I've really assessed the crepes.
All right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, man, looking all right today.
It's just that's who I am, and the same way I can do it, and the reason I can be the way I am is because I'm also open to criticism.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? People can criticize me and I accept it. Do you know what I mean? Like on the show, I had a lot to say about Ivorian doll. The following week at the Black Panther red carpet, purple carpet too. Yeah. I wore silver boots with my purple dress. I got rinsed on social media.
Yeah, I see that.
Silver boots. Hold on, silver boots with a purple dress.
Yeah, I see it.
Why did you do that?
Nah, I saw that.
Did you look good though?
Because the Ivorian doll thing was because she was wearing that.
Yeah, why did you say that she looked like a wrapped up piece of meat? You knew you listen. First of all, one more. I'll give you time to compose. Big up Ivorian doll, one of the talented artists to come out of the UK. Big her up. Why the? Come on, you knew.
Okay, do you know it's big? Do you know?
Well, you couldn't have thought of something else.
Actually, no. I'm not gonna lie. I'm bigging her up, yeah, because she made the whole.
You can't big her up because she sent to you. She sent for you differently.
So she said, I ain't bigging her up. I ain't bigging her up.
No, we have to big her up though because we're neutral.
You not big her up.
It's Switzerland. Switzerland in there. Big her up still.
I'm not bigging her up, but what I will say is this year. At the end of the day, it weren't even. I don't know Ivorian doll. I've seen her about. I've been out twice. I ain't got no problems. If I even saw Ivorian doll today, I'd give her a hug. Are you alright, girl? Do you know what I mean? Because for me, I've spoken about Banks on 3 episodes straight and not liked her outfit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I've seen her and we've partied. Yo, what are you saying? Like that's how it should be. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Ivorian doll went to go and make a whole song about me, and she didn't even get her own bars. She used someone else Nunu's bars from flipping 6 years ago. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like she like so for me, I'm not gonna be mad.
Hold on. I'm sure they were her bars.
No, they weren't her bars. They were Nunu's bars. She said, "What were you doing at 21?" That's Nunu's bars.
Yeah, but that's the hook. That's one line.
Yeah. So either way, that was the only one line she used in it. So either way, get your own line.
Ivorian dolls got bars. Ivorian dolls got bars. But being real. Like I said before, but you must have known when you said the meat thing.
Do you know what it was?
Meat, you know.
No, but you.
What, like the leg of lamb?
You know, like the leg of lamb comes up in the string.
You know
That's what she said. And do you know what's mad? Yeah, the fact of the matter is, it wasn't even to be taken personal. Like, do you know what I mean? Because the same designer that makes her dress is also my designer. She's made enough of my red carpet dresses. So for one, I'm not dubbing my designer. I'm just saying. In looking at the dress, I didn't like the dress, and when I thought of the dress, what I could think of was the meat that was wrapped up in the string, and that's what came to my brain. Yeah. And that's what I compared it to. Yeah. It was meant to be a bit of banter. She took it personal. She got upset. She made the song.
But it's true what you're saying, though. I think it's true what you're saying about the game. Yeah, I think the UK industry, like, I think everyone's so like sensitive. Too cool. It's too cool. Like everyone feels they're so cool. Everyone's too cool. Everyone's too cool. Like, so if you do criticize their coolness, they almost take it personally.
That's why I say to people, there ain't no friends in this industry. You're not my bedroom. There's a difference between associated. You're my associate. I can associate myself with you. I can go out. We can party. But that don't mean you're now my bedroom. I'm gonna be we're not doing that. Like
goon secretly.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Fuck with the energy. I fuck with the energy still.
But it's real though. It's real. And I get it because what you're doing, because you're challenging people's like how that certain man will wear mad shit, but because they think they're too cool, they think they can get away with it. But it's not acceptable because there's certain things that I see out there that I say to me personally, I couldn't wear it. But certain man tried to pull it off, and really, they shouldn't really be wearing it.
Hold on. Did you see yesterday? Kylie Jenner's wearing the lion thing. And you must have, because you're keeping up on fashion.
Yeah,
right?
I did.
And
saw it.
Doja Cat's rocking.
Doja Cat looked ridiculous.
Yeah, with the
crystals. But you haven't said Kylie Jenner looks ridiculous with a whole lion on her.
No, but I loved it. I would wear that.
I thought that looked dope as well.
I love that. Can you see what I'm saying?
I thought that looked dope.
That's the craft. It's hard.
I thought that looked dope. But here's my question.
Craft that my man went through to make that as well.
Here's my question outside of that though. So if it's so you're saying there's no way that, because I can't remember what the Ivorian doll thing looked like, but I'm sure there's no way that did your co-host say that they thought it was calm?
Do you know this is why we have free
because it's subject, because you know fashion is
thank God bless you. Just because I don't like something, it don't mean that my co-host won't like it. Fashion is subjective. That's why I say, how can you take this when people take it personal, what I say, you've now even made it, now I'm gonna poke the bear. Now you got me, because now you've showed me that I've affected you when you shouldn't have even paid any mind to me. I shouldn't be affected. You should be like, okay, that's an opinion, let me keep it pushing. You see me, you're right, babe. That would even make me feel like, ooh, is everything good? Like, but the fact of the matter is, when you've showed me that you're triggered, you've now showed me that you're like, for me now, the fact that you made a song and you were triggered by my comment, that just shows me like, next, like, do you know what I mean? I can't take to you no more. Like, it's a joke now, because you've actually gone out of your way and you're actually offended by just me talking about fashion. And if it wasn't me, it would be someone else. Do you know what I mean?
Well, hopefully you two can get to speak at some point, and everything will just be calm and blessed, because you're two powerful black women in it, doing their thing.
Do you know, no, but that's what I'm saying. So I ain't got no problem with her.
Why is man laughing, bro?
No. I wasn't gonna say that. I'm not
Esther's not gonna say that.
I'm not. Do you know? I wish. Do you know how they?
I know you wish her the best.
No, I wish her the best. On God, like I said,
I believe you.
Before she made that song, I would. If I seen her, I'd have been like, "You're right." Like, I wouldn't have. I don't beef people. I don't have beef with people.
No.
Like, I've got a 10-year-old. Who's got time to?
That's
beef?
what. There's no time for it.
Do you know what I mean?
I rate her anyway, and I rate you, and it is what it is. Sometimes people get, have different perspectives on things, and we move.
It's hard though, because when people going out, especially to these events, they've bought this outfit with it in mind that it's gonna shock, or people are gonna be like, look what I'm wearing, or to have a positive effect in it. And I suppose if people are criticizing it, it's gonna dent the whole purpose of why they pick that event or pick that outfit. Because everything everyone goes to, especially in these events, the UK, everyone wants to be the one that's like,
what are you gonna ask?
No, but I want to ask you, do you think the UK scene's fashion is on point? I think it's shit. Absolutely shit.
I think
I feel like fashion fairs have put people on their toes.
I feel like when I go out, I dress very well. I can't speak for nobody. When I step out, man, step in.
I know what you mean. Like, I feel like,
look at America.
But the thing is, everyone in the game,
they ain't got the resources. Ain't the same.
Feel like they're doing it up. Like, and that is the thing. Everyone.
Do you know how much they look at us and they look up to us?
Where fashion comes from?
Thank you.
Where fashion comes from?
So we need to start setting. Like, no offense, I see people at red carpets and putting on tracksuits. Stop taking the piss, bro.
That's all, man.
Like, come on, like,
make the effort.
And make the effort. I'm just saying that I feel like we are elevating now. Things are changing. And part of the change should be the fashion as well. Let's start doing red carpets proper. Let's start making...
Yes,
and again, not everyone will agree with my opinion. Like, a lot of people didn't agree with my opinion when it came to Ivorian doll. And that's life. Do you know what I mean? A lot, like, some people, after I got into Ivorian doll, they said, look how calm as a bitch. People got onto me the following week about Black Panther red carpet. So it's not. I wasn't upset about it. I weren't.
You hold the L.
I held it. We even spoke about it on my show, and my co-host laughed at me. Do you know what I mean? And that's what I'm trying to show. It ain't personal. Don't take it personal. We're just talking about your fashion. I don't know you personally to talk about your personality. I don't know about your family. I don't know about your work ethic. I don't know nothing. So if I'm talking about your fashion, just take it as a pinch of salt that it's just about the fashion.
You put yourself in the firing line, because now, like, you see, like the following week, because of what happened, it's like, now, are you consciously aware that anything you wear now could possibly be scrutinised by
But
everybody?
I knew that from the beginning when I started the show.
Let's know what she's doing when she's doing it.
Yeah, when I started the show, I had it in my head that No matter what, if whatever you say, Esther, because you're talking about people's fashion, be prepared to be on point with your own fashion.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I still go to Sainsbury's and Tesco's in my hoodie
as we all
and
do.
tracksuit, and I don't care. People be like, yo, Esther, I'm like, yo.
But there's different kinds. There's different kinds. There's different times for different things.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's enough of the fashion thing. Doug's wearing glasses, but he's not got one. So we're gonna keep it moving and get back. So we're gonna
for that one.
we're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna keep it moving.
He had that one written on his hand.
And get back. But anyway, see, that's how you're supposed to be able to lightly banter.
Yeah,
that's how we do. You understand?
But I'm not gonna lie, I saw you at the Grime Daily. Do you know, it's me and Posty. I had a bit of issue with Posty. I wanted fashion fairs on that red carpet for the Grime Daily because did you go to the rated award show?
I didn't go.
See, I felt like the outfits that were on the rated awards. I mean, the rated awards event that we went to. I think it was the Grime Daily. It was. Yeah, and then they had the rated awards. I felt like the outfits were so much better, and there was so much more people at the gala than there was at the...
Yeah, definitely was better. But
I really wish I was on that red carpet. I saw your outfit. You looked suave. Like I wanted to. Like there was a lot of man there. Like I wanted to be like, yo, where's your outfit from?
The gala.
The gala. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get ourselves on all the UK big events. You know what I mean? Trying to spread the black culture. Trying to just get ourselves out there so we can speak on people's fashion. And it's not to be taken personally. It's just for us to show a different element, a different side to just being a normal podcast. Like doing something different. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I fuck with it. Definitely. Back to Trend Central.
Oh God. Yeah, go on.
Disclosure.
Full disclosure. Oh, you want to talk on that one?
Right. Full disclosure. You shut down the net for a little while with that. You spoke your truth about the situation. You spoke out on a situation, if you remember it, Doug, where you was talking about being in a relationship that you felt was physically abusive. Commend you for that still, because again, you carried it a certain way, carried it with class. Check that. Carried it with class and all of the above. That's one set. Let's get that and keep it moving. Yeah, you carried it with class and all of the above. Since then, are you getting taken to court?
I've been taken to court, and I won my case. I got my documents.
What was
you got the receipts?
I got
the receipts.
Oh, you got them receipts?
Yeah, do you know what? It's funny enough, this is the first time I'm talking about this publicly. I actually haven't spoken on it publicly since, full disclosure. So, yeah, tried to take me to... I shouldn't even be saying his name.
I wasn't gonna... The funny thing is, I wasn't gonna say a name. I wasn't gonna say...
you lot can edit that one out. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we'll
beep
it.
You said it, so just leave it.
So, he basically tried to take me and Andy to court.
Right.
So it wasn't just myself. He tried to do us for defamation of character. Now, unfortunately for him, he's not very educated when it comes to defamation of character and what that entails or what that comes with or entails. Defamation of character means that you are basically saying that someone is lying on your name and you are not of what or not what they are accusing you of or what they are saying of you. Now, unfortunately, he's had so unfortunately, so he took me to court anyway. I don't know what he was thinking. Well, it was Romford. I don't even know if it's family court. I don't even know what court it was. Yeah.
Well, like Judge Judy court.
Yeah, like kind of that's kind of. Well, I didn't even go court. My lawyer went. Got a lawyer, and they big up Vamp again. They were the ones who were very supportive on that.
Come on.
So yeah, so me and Andy both got the same lawyer. We went to court. We won within 20 or 30 minutes. It got thrown out. So basically we won. Right now we're chasing him to pay us 5k back because he owes us money for our court fees. It cost us 2.5k each for a lawyer. So we weren't playing. So he tried to do me for defamation of character to say that I was lying, but you can't lie on someone who's been, has got 11 allegations and prosecuted for free when it comes to domestic violence and prosecuted, served time. Do you understand? Time spent. Crown Court.
Swear down.
Yeah, and
carry on.
Yeah, so which is all information that is on Claire's law, all information that you can, any woman dating a man, and that's something I do want to encourage a lot of women who are dating men who are not sure to check out Claire's Law. If you've got their name, you've got their address, and you've got their date of birth, and you're using it. You want to find out information for a real partner that you're worried about. Especially if you've got them around your children, your family. I do advise women to check out Claire's Law just to do a background check on whoever they're dating, and they will give you that information. And it was that information that kind of confirmed everything.
Just so I know, just because for other people that don't know exactly what happened. So my man was trying to do for defamation of character because he was trying to say what you were saying wasn't true.
Yeah, so basically,
but it was true because it's on clear law.
Yeah. So basically, I did the show. So what it was is that I was in a relationship with this guy for about 18 months or 2 years, I'd say. In that relationship, he was very abusive. He hit me. I took out a car for him. It was a very, very abusive relationship. And it weren't like that in the beginning. He has a mask. He's very good at holding it down and kind of pretending. And I think he did that with a lot of us, even the guys, within our group. A lot of us didn't know who, this side of him. So anyway, so I was in a relationship with him, and as relationships, we had our ups and downs, but it got really bad as time went by, and there was a lot of lies that were in it and things that didn't add up. Eventually I left the relationship, and when I left the relationship, I had obviously taken out a car for him. When I took out the car...
One moment, please. You, man, getting women to take out cars for you. Fix up.
Yeah.
If you're not going to pay, and we kick this on this show, so I'm going to kick it to Cam and just say it now, because I don't think no one really said it at the time. If you're with a woman, you're supposed to uplift her, you're supposed to do certain things, you're supposed to help her in life, you're supposed to protect her. If you can't provide for her, if you find yourself in a position where you can't provide for her, in the interim, while you can't do that, if she's making more money than you, support her, help her do well, but don't take advantage of their good nature if they're kind enough to do shit for you.
Yeah.
If you owe them, pay them. Masculine shit. If you owe a woman money, you pay back that money. I don't even want to owe no one no money, let alone my woman. But if I'm in that position where my woman has to help me out,
come on,
be appreciative, be thankful, and pay her back. She's not meant to have to run you down for nothing. And as for the part about driving around in the car stunting when you ain't got no P, joke thing. But let's rewind. I don't give a fuck.
Straight. So obviously, so what had happened was, when we had broken up, the arrangement was he had begged me to keep the car. And I said, all right, cool.
That he could keep the car?
Yeah, if he can keep the car and he will continue making payments. I said, all right, cool. But the thing is that I don't know whether he knew, or I'm sure he did know. When you accrue tickets and you decide not to pay the tickets, what happens? You get sent to your house.
Yeah. So
I had tickets that were accrued to about 4.5K ish. Yeah, a big amount, So 4.5K accrued tickets. And then, so at that point, I was just I want the car back. You're not but at the same time, I've also got a car on finance myself. So I'm thinking, shit, I'm a single parent, for one. I've got a daughter that I've got to tend for. I'm not rich. I'm not a millionaire. And I'm I'm looking at £1,000 a month on just car finance. And at the time, I was thinking, what am I going to, when I tell you, 2020 to 2022, no, 2020 to 2022, last year was a bad year, has been one of the worst couple years of my life. And when I say worst couple of years of my life, I'm talking about financially. I went through so much. Oof. I thank God for change. Try.
Yeah.
So obviously at the time, I'm big on credit. I actually had to self-teach myself. I self-taught myself to learn about credit and understanding the value of credit and knowing how important it is to have credit, especially when you get a mortgage and all these things. So at the time, I remember thinking, Kai, there's no way last year, this was the year 2021, I was thinking, there's no way, or 2020, I can afford to get a CCJ or a default because of a car
mash up
finance.
everything.
Mash up everything at my big age. I'm 31. Do you understand? I'm not a little girl. Do you know what I mean? At this point in my life, my credit is needed. Do you know what I mean? I need this stuff. Do you know what I mean? So I remember at the time I was begging. And bear in mind, this is after we've decided to go our separate ways. So I've accepted that it was a toxic relationship. He used to hit me and it was bad. But he's begged me to keep the car. Yeah. So and as time went by now, he's not paying no bills not paying none of the parking tickets. So I've said I want the car back. He said no, he's not giving me the car back. I've had to do some madness to get the car. I've had to call the police. I've had to do a madness. And I come from an era, a lot of people say to me, why didn't you call the police? Fortunately...
Even though your show's called Feds, we don't really call them.
Yeah. Unfortunately, but this is what I'm saying. For us, I understand we don't call feds, but I also believe it's to a fault. You know, sometimes it's to a fault because I feel like if I had that confidence and I grew up not having that culture of police ain't your bedroom, like police, you don't involve police in your situation, and it extends from even my household. Being a Nigerian woman, you don't talk outside about what goes on in your household. Because a lot of people said to me, why didn't you tell people that what was going on? Bro, I'm Nigerian. You don't go out and say, yo, do you know what my man's doing to me? Like, it's not my culture. That's not where I come from. Like, do you know what I mean? In Nigeria, we're taught to keep whatever is going on in your house, you keep it in house. Nobody's business outside. So I think it was to a fault, and I can accept that. And so for me, I then eventually I was just like, yeah, I'm getting the police involved. That scared him. And then he brought back, I had to kind of get back the car in a funny, mad way. Got back the car.
Was this when there was the high-speed chase, like when you was chasing him and stuff?
No, that was when I caught him cheating. Yeah, so he was also carrying girls in the car as well. Man, them, Kai, Lila. Yeah, Lila.
Shit happens.
So yeah, it happens, man. Do you know, it's as well, I take accountability. I was a fool for love, and I felt like that stems from being a single mum, wanting love. You know, like, I feel like there's a lot of things that us women don't address within ourselves. And sometimes we make bad decisions. And I feel like one of my bad decisions was I was so desperate to kind of be happy and find love and kind of have that wholesome family. Do you understand that I was looking for it in the wrong places? And that's where I got the wrong person.
Fully understand now that love doesn't put its hand on you.
Thank you. I do understand that. Yeah, understand that now. 100% understand that now.
Good.
So so I was looking for love in the wrong places, and then eventually I got the car back. When I got the car back, I did a madness to get rid of the car. It's gone. To save my credit, did what I got to do. The car's gone, and then from there, I remember at the time he begged me and said to me, and because another thing, what I did at the time is I said to him, if you didn't give me back the car, I was going to tell people what was going on. And that's what made him bring me back the car. So it wasn't even that he gave it back to me. It's because I threatened him. And then I remember at the time, I said to him like how I'm going to because he gave me back the car, I said, I'm going to let everything go. Just stay out of my life. Don't come near me. And I should never hear that you've put your hands on another woman again. So he then said, all right, cool, he'll never do that. And we went our separate ways.
So this isn't a allegedly moment. He owns that he put his hands on you.
Yeah. I've got videos and pictures of my face.
I
Do you know what I mean?
Want to see them,
yeah. So.
But momentarily, man, I'm sorry that happened to you.
Yeah,
I'm sorry that happened to you. What don't listen? I hate to say what don't kill you makes you stronger, because I would have rather you not gone through that and got strong anyway. But unfortunately, there's people like this out there. Man, them need to do better. He needs to look into some kind of therapy, healing, something to fix up himself.
And what, someone in the industry as well.
He's one of the dons. I
I
only know that he was on that show Backchat.
Yeah, that's how That's how I started dating him. Yeah. So then after that, we then I got the car back, and then you know Ariette, she was on Backchat.
Yeah.
One of my peoples. One day she called me about maybe 6 months later or a year later, and she said to me, Esther, I want to ask you something, and I want you to keep it 100 with me. I said, what's up? What's going on? And she said to me, like, did he ever put his hands on you? So I said, why are you asking me this for? I was thrown off. I'm not gonna lie, I was thrown off. I didn't expect it, because I've moved on. Like, I've let it go. I've moved. Like, I'm at a point where I'm healing.
Yes.
So she's now said, and obviously now she just said to me, Esther, I just want you to tell me the truth. Something's happened, and someone's come and told me this, but I don't believe it, because I don't believe he could do that. But I know you dated him, so I know if there's any truth, you're gonna tell me the truth. And I just broke down on the phone, and I just said, yeah, like, he used to hit me, like he was very abusive. And then we cried on the phone together, and she just said no, because he was on that podcast with her at the time. So obviously we cried on the phone together. She said no, that's it. And so what had happened at the time is he had been dating one of her friends, and then what had happened was he was financially abusing her. So he had owed her money, and he wasn't paying back the money. Then he threatened her. So I think that's what made her come and ask, like,
man thinks he's the Tinder swindler, blood.
What? Yeah. So
it's the barefaced cheek. The barefaced.
And you know, it's the fact, I'm not gonna lie to you. Word of a lie. If I was to go through my phone, there's about 27 or maybe 30 women in total that reached out to me in total, on God, like on my daughter's life. Like, I've shown people messages. I've put it in. Every woman I screenshotted it, like, and I put it in a group, like, just to show like the numbers. I sent it to Andy even at the time, and I remember every woman was like to me, I dated him, like he took money from me, he was abusive. No, even if it wasn't financially abusive, he was psychologically abusive, he was physically abusive. There was some form of abuse that he did and so it's like raw, so. And then I remember, because he now came out and did the defamation of character and all that stuff, I don't fuck with the police. I don't fuck with the law. I was shook when I got that letter. But because I'm an educated girl, I thought, you know what? Let me go and get the right people to look into this. They said this is all flawed on so many different levels. He got one backstreet lawyer to write up some letter. And so I thought, okay, I'm going to take this serious.
Man, they got the funds.
I'm going to take this serious.
A legal case costs money. Carry on. Go on.
So I thought, I'm gonna take this serious.
As you should.
He said. So I actually went to go and get a lawyer. Tunde, one guy on Instagram, big him up, like proper amazing, like, and he got me. He's one of his friends who worked in that kind of like was specialized in that specifically that field. So and I remember I thought, okay, cool. I don't care. Like if I have to rinse out my savings to make sure you go down, I'm gonna do that. Yeah. And they just was like he's lucky he didn't even get held in prison for, because he'd wild out and he was trying to hype up, and then obviously then he started sending messages to people to let me know he's going to take me to Crown Court. Do you know what I mean? But you lost in one court, you're not going to and so I remember at the time that it was the police that called me and said to me, did you ever do a Claire's Law on this man? And I said, no, I never. And they said, this is a problem, a lot of women don't know about Claire's Law. And I said, all right, cool. So I went to call up Claire's Law. Claire's Law, unfortunately, it's not public. They won't make it public in terms of the knowledge that they give you. But they just said to me, from my knowledge, he has done this till there's been making me victim number 12.
Right.
So this is a serial abuser.
So Claire's Law,
stems back.
These are cases he's been arrested for.
2003.
Fuck.
He's had from 2003. He got the first crime that he ever committed was burglary. He did a little time for it, like a little thing. After that, the first woman he ever put his hands on was in 2013. That's where it started. From 2013 to 2023, he even had a case after me that I didn't even know about. They told me about. They said that there's a case that's after me that someone has made an allegation that happened in August 2020, last year of my birthday. Yeah. So I had to get all of this information for when I was going court. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. And so I thought in my head, this guy, and that's why I always encourage women. I say this with chest, I say it with my heart, I say it with everything I have. If you have any doubt about a man, or you're scared, or you think, I'm not sure, go on Claire's Law. It's just a phone call. Yes. You do it online. They call you within a couple of days, and they just give you a background. Do you know what I mean? And it's not about finding out, what's he gone jail for? No, it's just about, is this man safe? Especially if you've got children. Is he safe to be around my child? Do you know what I mean? Can I trust this man? Because we think we know people and we really don't know them.
Yeah, this time my man's got bare cases, you know.
And I just thought it was 1 or 2 girls. Yeah. Little did I know there's actually, I'm making me, that I'm with the new one, 14 victims. They even labelled us A to K. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. Do you get what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
That's how they labelled us. A, B.
A1.
So at the end of the day, I'm just grateful. Like, I'm so grateful I got out of that. I'm so grateful that I'm not in that space no more. I have so many things to be grateful for. I'm so grateful that I was an example to my daughter. That, you see, one thing I say to my child all the time, even though she's young, I still make it clear to her, like, listen, like, don't ever, your voice should always be heard. Don't ever let any man silence you. And for a long time, as much as I'm a loud person, I was silenced. Like, people didn't know that. That's why I was embarrassed to come out about this, you know. I was so embarrassed because the character that I am and I'm perceived to be is I'm a strong, independent black woman. And I felt like if I come out and I say this and I speak on this, this is going to be raw. This is going to, like, Esther, like, you let that happen. And that's what a lot of people said to me. You allowed that man to do that to you.
But you didn't in the end. You haven't. You see what I'm trying to say? But you haven't. That's the bottom line. If you haven't, you're sitting here. It's not the first time I've heard you say it, and you're saying it with chest. You're not giving a fuck. You're sitting pretty. Certain man's stressing right now.
Yeah. Because the thing is, the only reason why he most probably wanted to go court and clear his name in the defamation is just so he can have
get back on
paper just to be.
That's what it was.
Put it online.
With him as well, he's someone that he seeks validation from the world. He wants to be seen as a good person, and he will do as much as he can to be seen as that. But you know, I'm grateful. I'm here. I'm not even. I don't wish him no best. I hope he gets what's coming to him, and I pray that other women, you know, are like I really pray that other women are not blinded because you know it is a charmer is a charmer. Sometimes you can't see past the charm. Do you know what I mean? For real. Like being charmed is for real, you know. So a charmer is a charmer, and I always do pray that, you know, if you do ever, and you know it is as well, I hope he gets help because it's not like, oh, you're fucked. Like there's deeper root issues within him. There's trauma within him. And for real, because when he would hit me, he would cry after hitting me. Like, he would cry. Like,
we ain't heard about them man before. I know about them man there.
I didn't even have a drink for this.
They're the same ones that headbutt the cupboard. Yeah. Them man there. They're them man there.
Instant repent, man.
Start hitting them. I don't know why I'm like this. You know them man there. Start box themselves. Nah, you know them man there.
Yeah, I know.
Screaming. I don't know why.
I know.
Start taking that fork. They take out the fork. They don't want to get the knife. They don't want to get the knife. They take the fork. I don't know where. I don't know. They don't.
And you know what's funny? On a real tip, when I said I was gonna leave him one time, he ran into the kitchen, went and got a knife, and tried to poke himself with the knife.
Yeah. You see?
Like he ain't lying. There are people that are real like that. Like for real, he ain't lying.
I know about these.
He ain't lying. He's not lying.
Dog. I hear these.
Like I remember thinking, like when I saw the knife, on God, I ran to my balcony. I was about to jump off the full floor. On God, because I thought there's no way I'm getting I'd rather break my leg and go down that way than for anyone to try. But he then started stabbing him, like saying, I'll kill myself. Like there's people out there who actually have mental health issues.
No, it's real. That's why I say so. Sometimes a man has to look inside themselves and realize they've got a serious problem and they have to try and do better within themselves. So he might need to. No, he does need to look into that. Usually on here, I'm the original one for protect the bros. I'm not gonna speak against the bros, but I don't deal with the fuck. See, that's what I'm saying. We don't deal with them thing there. That can't work because I'm big on. Because I'm not gonna lie, man. Big on protecting women, bro.
We always preach
biggest thing, protect women, bro.
Certain things you just leave innit?
Leave innit for the woman.
That's what we're big believers on.
No, but we gotta protect the females,
I think what I expected, because he has requested multiple times to sit down and speak to me, and you know just have a conversation. I've refused. I'm not interested in having conversations.
That's all long. I'll be honest.
That's all a manipulation.
And that's all again. It's a manipulation. Yeah, because he wants to do.
The mind games.
He wants the mind game.
Sit us all down then. Sit every one of your victims down in the little room. With all of us in there and chat. Because why you want to target me? You get what I'm saying?
Answer me this. And when he wants to do that, he wants it on camera.
He wants it on camera.
What is this, man? Get out of it, bro. Get out of here, mate.
Your 5 minutes of fame,
Get out of here, mate.
We're not having all that.
Why is everything? If it's genuine and heartfelt, then it should be. I need to anonymous. I don't know cameras, no nothing.
Yeah.
Please forgive me. I'm going to church.
But if it was genuine,
my pastor's shadowing me.
Yeah.
I'm shadowing my pastor. I'm doing everything.
But if it was real, it should have stopped from the first time. In 2013, if there's some real kind of remorse about it and some real feeling that fuck up, and you want to be hurting yourself and why am I like this?
It's an issue that
you should have stopped it from the first time you did it and realized you have a problem and then realize you need to control that problem for it to never happen again. No, but you know what I'm trying to say. It's not like now all of a sudden.
I spoke to his family members. Funny enough, even his family members reached out. As in bloodline,
as they would. We as a people, we don't deal with certain.
They reached out to me and they were just like apologizing. And you know what is, they knew everything I said wasn't a lie because even some of them knew of a previous experience with an ex-girl where I think something was broken on her body. Pass
me that rum there, man. Pass me that. No. Pass me that rum there, man. Man's making me hit the hard liquor and all of that.
Dark liquor, you know.
Yeah.
Trust me, man. I had to pour up again.
So I did get, in fairness, his family did reach out and they apologized to me, and I appreciated that. Do you know what I mean? Because sometimes, sometimes you can doubt yourself for coming out. You can think, was it worth it? Should I have done it? Maybe I should have just kept my mouth closed. So I did appreciate his family members reaching out to me and trying to just show me some form of moral support. And even to a point that they're even kind of embarrassed. They don't even want to, do you know what I mean? They don't want certain things out and certain things to even know that they're even related.
It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
But I just think there's a lot of deeper issues that that I wasn't trivial to, but it's a lot of less. I learned a lot from that situation.
Lesson learned, and you did, and as we said, you're sitting here strong. Let's move on from that now, because as we're moving on, we got to bring it back to positivity.
Yes.
Real good energy.
Good energy.
All right, now
God
I feel
is
like
in the
I want to
room.
just dash
It's
things
good
around and
good vibes in the room.
You know what I mean? Hit
Energy.
the pads and
you
know what I mean?
You're smiling. Life is good. You know, you've persevered and gone through. Fashion Feds is out. What else is on the horizon?
So
What's the plans?
So the plans for Fashion Fairs is this year we're trying to get on every red carpet. We've got the Brits. Well, the Brits are coming up.
You said that to me on the phone the other day. Is that happening? Is that?
Do you know it's we're
you
trying to Brits?
Come on.
I don't want like Mobos. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to be on the red carpet on the Brits, but we're trying. We've got our management putting in that work.
Come on.
Do you know what I mean? It ain't easy trying to go mainstream because that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
Mainstream carpets. We also want to do like NFT national TV awards. Like we really want to go big. Do you know what I mean? That's the plan. That's the aim for it. I pray to God it does happen. Like this is my baby. Do you know what I mean? Along with my second baby, this is my baby. So like along with my first baby, this is my second baby. So yeah, that's the plan. Also, do you know I eventually also want to start a fashion line. Like
as you should.
I feel like I want to start a fashion line.
You will.
I already have a hair business. Like I do wigs.
Promote, plug.
Yeah, sves.com. Make sure you guys order your wigs from there. I do ready-made wigs. You know what I mean? Custom-made wigs. So so I also
Rex, get patterned up with your wigs. So when you're going back to the Philippines,
you're good to go. You know what I'm saying?
carry on.
So yes, I also want to do ready-made wigs. I mean, I also want to start my fashion line and just kind of do, blazers. Start off with, a couple pieces and see how it does.
Yeah.
So that is the aim for this year. And you know what it is? It's just continuous exposure to the show and just, elevation. We also want to do a live show this year as well.
Yeah.
So that's the plan. So getting a live audience, getting the audience involved, even do like placards, like yay or nay to the outfits that we see.
Yeah.
So, and getting that filmed and televised as a show in itself. So that's the plan. God willing, once my boy is out, do you know what I mean? And out on the roads, then.
Yeah, come on, more things.
He'll be home soon. He didn't get that long.
He's in there putting ideas together because that's what his time right now.
I just wrote to him the other day with all ideas that I have coming up. So he's doing really like I haven't heard from him yet, but when I've spoken to my people, my girls and that, that also are part of our production because we've got a big production team. And they've all said that he's doing well. He's good mentally, emotionally. That's all it is for me. Like with him, and he's a good guy. Regardless, he's a very good guy. Do you know what I mean? And we all make mistakes. I ain't perfect. We ain't perfect. I got kicked out of school for nonsense. Do you know what I mean?
I'm yet to meet a flawless individual in my life. I've not met a perfect person. You understand?
So, but yeah, that's the plan. That's the future plan this year.
Amen.
And do you know what it is? This year I pray for stability, emotionally, mental, and financial stability. Because I'm not gonna lie, I don't like to come up here and pretend. Like, everything was blessed.
No.
It's been all right.
Yeah.
I've been good. Nah, last year was a year.
Mad.
That. A lot of times I thought, fuck this shit. I'm done. A lot of times I wanted to give up. A lot of times I just thought, fuck it.
No, we're not giving up.
But you know what it is? I've got good people around me. Good family. My daughter's my motivation. Even when times get hard, I look at her and I think, gotta get up. My daughter I just celebrated my daughter's 10th birthday on Saturday. It's all over my social media. And I lost my job in November. And I remember at the time I thought, what the fuck? Like, and when I say I lost my job, and the reason I'm saying this is because people don't know, like, my dad's got cancer. And so he was diagnosed last 2021. It's terminal, but he's living with it. And I remember at the time between June to August, I had to keep up with my dad's finances and I had to keep up with my finances because I had to pay his bills in the hospital. He's got 4 kids. And I remember at the time, I'm coughing up about 4K a month. That's my bills are like 219. His bills are about 18. Do you know what I mean? He's in hospital. I'm having to pay my bills and my dad's bills. That's the rent, that's everything. That's all in one. I remember at the time thinking, what the fuck? Like, do you know what I mean? I had plans myself. I was supposed to buy a house. I was supposed to do so many different things. And like, I had to put everything on hold to make these to make sure my family was good. So that's why I say last year was a very hard year. And I remember then, to top things up, my job, I lost it in November. And I thought, nah, I'm done. Like, I'm done with this. I can't be bothered. Yeah. But like, I remember I had good people around me. And then one day I just woke up and I thought, do you know what? I can't go out like this. I've built a brand for myself. I've gone through so much for me to even allow this to be my full stop. So I remember I thought, do you know what, Esther? And also I've always worked in house. A lot of people ask me, like, you know, with this whole social media thing, yeah, it's all good, but I've always encouraged people to always have their job. Yes. I've always encouraged people to, even if it's part-time, still keep your job. Because 1 month you can be like this. You can make 10K in 1 month. And in the following month you can make not even £100. Do you know what I mean? Not even £100. And that's how real social media is. So I've always encouraged people. I've always worked part-time, no matter what. So when I lost my job, I thought, yay. Hey, how am I going to do this now? Because at the time, I'm not really making social media. It's all right, but I haven't really made that much like money in this month. And then I remember thinking, nah, like I prayed, I cried. Like, and I'm not going to sit and say I'm a religious person. I just say I talk to God. I believe in a higher power. Do you know what I mean? I have faith in God. But I'm not going to sit here and say I go to church. I don't do that. But I definitely believe that I believe in God. And I believe that when I'm going through things, that's who I speak to. Even good or bad, I speak to him. Yeah. And so at the time, I remember I prayed and I said, God, you know what? It's my daughter's birthday. And bear in mind, I just paid for a hall, you know?
I remember when I spoke to you, you was organising. You said, "Yeah, I'm doing it."
Yeah. I just paid for a hall in November. Imagine the hall was £850, bro. I was thinking, yo, I just paid 8 bills for a hall. How am I going to pay for decoration, food, entertainer? I just lost my job. How am I even going to pay my bills? And I remember I just sat there and I prayed. I said, God, you will make a way. That's what I kept saying. You're going to make a way. And I remember then I got a McDonald's collaboration, which I've been working on for the last couple of months. Then I got a HelloFresh collaboration, which I've been working on. And then I applied for, like, cause I've always worked in the housing sector. Always worked in housing, choice lettings, all of that. I work with housing, benefits, all of that stuff. Yeah. And I started applying for jobs. When I tell you this is the quickest job I got, within a week, I got a job. Yeah. Within a week, double my salary that I was getting before. Come on. And literally they was like, yeah, we want you. And I was like, raw. Like, managers cool, blessed, like no issues. I work from home. Like, do you know what I mean? My daughter goes, like, I just thought, nah, you see what I'm saying, God?
Yeah, freed you up properly.
Come on.
Freed me up. And then literally Saturday just gone, my daughter turned 10. That was her actual birthday. She had a beautiful birthday. Like, a lot of people, I also, like, you see with me, I'm a single parent, but my daughter has a father. Let me make that clear. She has a dad. Do you understand? A lot of people say, nah, my daughter's father is a great father. We didn't work out, but he's a great man. Do you understand? I can never knock him. Okay? We did a family party. His side of the family was there. My side of the family. We came as one. And we celebrated my daughter. And you know, everything went well. And to God be the glory, I thank him every day. Jeez. Because without him,
come on,
none of this would be possible.
Come on.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, you know, there's ones when you cry because you're happy. That was what I was doing on Sunday. I was crying, not because I was sad, but because I thought, a couple months ago, I didn't know where I was going to be. Do you know what I mean? I didn't know if I was going to cancel the hall. And they would have given me, I would have got, I would have lost £800. I've got a little girl who's a blessing. My daughter's a blessing. Like, a lot of people say to me, how did you give birth to this? Because she's not like me. She's very quiet. She's the opposite to me. She's so quiet. She's like, you know what? When someone don't want to be her friend, she'll be like, Mom, no. Me, I'll be like, get out of it, man. You're man. You think you're one friend I'll one of many, boy. I don't mind losing you. Like, she's a crier, like she's like her dad. She's a very emotional and very in tune with her emotions and doesn't hide away from expressing herself. So I just thank God every day. I am where I am. I've got good health. I also had a health scare last year. That's what I'm saying. I've never discussed this before. They found pre-cancer cells in me. I got that removed. Do you know what I mean? And I'm here. I'm fighting every day.
Come on.
And I'm here.
Yeah,
this year is going to be a year of blessings.
Yes, it is.
You know what I mean?
Yes, it is.
That's all I see.
And we say the same. We agree it's going to be a year of blessings for Esther. Everyone in the room has to agree, and all viewers as well. Support Esther. Go check out everything she's doing. Look her up on the gram. Look her up on social medias. Follow the fashion feds and everything.
And another thing I will say to ladies, please go and get your cervical screenings. I can't stress about that because it's me doing my cervical screenings. They were able to find this thing early and remove it early. So ladies, please get your cervical screenings. Make sure you check your breast. Make sure you check everything because when you start hitting 30, it's a different kettle of fish. It's not like the 20s where you're just young and free and like, you know what I mean? You gotta be your health is wealth.
Health is wealth.
You know what I mean? Health is wealth. Please check yourself. But I'm still here and I'm blessed.
Still there, and we'll still be here years to come, going stronger and stronger and stronger. Amen. We're gonna wrap it up on that note. It's been great having you here, Esther Falana. Remember the name, Falana. Don't forget. Gonna wrap it up. It's Winners Talking Podcast. Pound Style the Hustler, Big Dougie Doug, Esther Falana.
Thank you.